Hello Kitty. Even if you were completely disconnected from society while living under a rock on a completely different planet, you've probably still heard the name. I obviously have, but as someone who was never really personally a fan, I always thought it was just like any other fandom. I mean, sure, a bit bigger, but similar nonetheless, right? Yeah, no, wrong. Very wrong. Now, how did this cute cat with no mouth, who's known to be a symbol for love, kindness, and friendship, wind up on my thumbnail dressed in a cult cloak? A cult cloak. Try saying that 10 times fast. Okay. Well, that's because I was introduced to the fandom while working at what was apparently one of the biggest hubs for Hello Kitty merch. A CVS. Which for people not in the US, I guess like the best way to describe it would be like, it's like a drugstore, like a mini drugstore with like groceries is also being sold. Drugs and groceries. Yeah. Anyways, while working there, we would get shipments from time to time, and in said shipments would be Hello Kitty merch. Now, most of the Hello Kitty merch that would normally came in during like holiday season. So you got like Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's, etc. And some of the Hello Kitty products would be like limited edition as well. So I want to say that I probably had been working there for like a week or two. I still don't know anything about majority of the stuff I've been learning. I'm still in training pretty much, you know, and I definitely didn't know about the Hello Kitty protocol. Yeah, that's a thing. The Hello Kitty protocol is a thing. And so when a superfan walked in, and trust me, you will know what a Hello Kitty superfan looks like because they will be completely dressed from head to toe in Hello Kitty. That's not a joke. That's passion right there. Passion's definitely a word. And so they would come over and ask me if we had Hello Kitty. Since I'm green and I don't know the Hello Kitty protocol, I would tell them, yeah, I saw it in the back. And so like the great guy I am, I went back there and I checked and it was there. And so I grabbed it and I gave it to her, thinking I did my job right. But little did I know that I'd made a huge mistake. And so after I was told by my boss that, yeah, when they ask, you say we don't have any. We have none. Even if we do, you lie. Because what happens is once a Hello Kitty fan finds said gold, that person will, you know, let everyone in the vicinity know who is a fan. And so they'll swarm like ants to probably literally anything. I think ants literally flock to anything. And from then on, yeah, I followed that protocol. I followed it to a T. And then even one time, which to be fair, this is actually pretty evil on my part, but we had a shipment come in of new Hello Kitty stuff. And I said, you know what? I'm just gonna hide this. I'm gonna hide this so good. And I did. There was clean shelves. And from there, I put the Hello Kitty plushie. And I mean, I put every type of thing I could think. I buried that. I mean, it was impossible to find. And after that, about, you know, 10 to 15 minutes pass. I've already technically forgotten about it. And so I'm at the front register, just, you know, not really a thought in the world. And some customers come up and lo and behold, what they drop on the counter. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't. I mean, I buried it. There was a stack of hats, and I put it under it. So they legitimately hunted it. So after those interactions, I guess is a good thing to call them. I finally started getting curious because I'm like, okay, we have a protocol at our job for Hello Kitty. But then curiosity turned into complete shock when I learned that this cat is everywhere. And when I mean everywhere, I mean everywhere. Hello Kitty also celebrated her 50th anniversary last year, which was one of the first things that had me going full Owen Wilson, knowing that she is 50 years old. But before diving into all the things that have made this cat a household name, first we must understand who she really is and how she came to be. Hello Kitty was originally created in 1974 by the Yamanashi Silk Company, now known as Sanrio. Sanrio started as a company that sold small gift items and other types of trinkets with different character designs on them, like strawberry patterned cups and handkerchiefs, as well as a stuffed bear named Koro-chan. Then one day, Yuko Shimizu, a designer who worked for Sanrio, created Hello Kitty. Which, funny enough, at the time, right before being given the green light, the president of Sanrio was actually on the fence about whether or not to have Hello Kitty even become a character, which inevitably he did just decide to allow it. And my god, was that the greatest, yeah, alright, to ever be done in the history of life. Because a little fun fact, Hello Kitty has racked up around $80 billion in sales. Yeah, I'll say that again. Hello Kitty alone, not the other characters, no, alone, through all the sales and everything, $80 billion. I don't know if you understand just how much that is. Like, take anything, all right, just one thing. And now just imagine 80 billion of it. Yeah, that's a lot. Anyways, the item that would start this Hello Kitty phenomenon was a Hello Kitty coin purse. And after the sales on that coin purse started to rapidly take off, Sanrio decided to start making moves. One of the first being to humanize Hello Kitty, like giving her a backstory as well as a name. I know, I too thought that her name was Hello Kitty, which, you know, the more that I think about that now, the more I'm understanding that, yeah, Hello probably wasn't the best name to give someone. So yeah, her name's Kitty White. And so you might be thinking, oh yeah, I mean, the name, yeah, that makes sense, you know. I mean, but she's got to be from Japan, right? Nope. London. She's from London. She's also not alone. She lives with her parents, George and Mary, as well as her twin sister, Mimi. On top of that, Sanrio created grandparents and friends to complete the Kittyverse. Now, the lore of Hello Kitty is, to put simply, excruciatingly massive. So I decided to just talk about the fun facts that I found pretty surprising. First one being that the design for Hello Kitty was actually originally going to be a dog, but since Snoopy was already that, they decided to go with the cat. If you didn't know that Hello Kitty and Snoopy were owned by the same company, well, now you do. Don't know what you're gonna do with that information. But who knows, maybe you get mugged on the street one night and the mugger happens to be a Hello Kitty fan. And they tell you that they'll let you go if you just give them one Hello Kitty fact. So pretty much I saved your life. You're welcome. Now, probably one of the most controversial facts about Hello Kitty, aside from her name not being Hello Kitty, is the fact that she's not a cat at all. Yeah, you heard that right. I just flipped your entire perspective on reality with that one. You're welcome. And the last fun fact about Hello Kitty is that she is approximately 5 apples high and weighs about 3. Yes, I bought 5 apples just for a bit. I'm gonna go pick them up now. Also, I should mention that 3 apples weighs about the same as an NFL football. So just in case the NFL ever runs out, a Hello Kitty could actually make a pretty good substitute. Now, having your own lore and backstory is one thing, but one of the first things that showed me that this Hello Kitty phenomenon is actually bigger than I thought is the fact that she has her own conspiracy theories. And the first one's coming out of the gate swinging with the theory that the reason Hello Kitty has no mouth is because in order to save her daughter from oral cancer, a mother made a deal with the devil that in exchange for curing her daughter, she would have to draw illustrations of a cat with no mouth to honor the devil. So yeah, now I'd say my thumbnail's at least a little more warranted, right? Right? Next is the theory about how Sanrio was hired by a Japanese power plant to create a character that would help win over the public's trust of the power plant. And although this was proven false, I wouldn't be too shocked if this was actually true after learning just how influential this cat actually is, because it's actually kind of disturbing how influential she actually is. Now, the final theory is about how, just like every mega celebrity, Hello Kitty, and yes, I do consider Hello Kitty a mega celebrity after everything I've learned, yeah, she definitely qualifies, how she is in the Illuminati, and how they use Hello Kitty's black eyes to entrance us and distract us from all the shady stuff they're doing. I mean, just look at those eyes. Anyways, now that you got a good idea as to what and who Hello Kitty is, now it's time to dive into just how massive she really is, because that coin purse was barely scratching the surface. From there, Sanrio started pushing production on all sorts of items for Hello Kitty. Watches, stuffed toys, clothes, even waffle makers. I mean, you name it, Hello Kitty's probably been on it. That isn't even talking about all the things that Hello Kitty has been attached to through collaborations. Because to just put it into perspective for a second, while planning this video, I normally write major bullet points for each type of thing. But with collaborations, I had to split it up into multiple bullet points. That's because there are so many different collaborations that Hello Kitty has done in so many different areas. Like, so many. Why are there so many? From things like fast food, clothing, gaming, and even having her own amusement park and festivals, to collectibles, celebrities, even having her own train station and cart, as well as being an ambassador. Yeah, I'll say that again. Hello Kitty is an actual ambassador in real life. It's not a joke. God, that's not a joke. Hello Kitty has been a part of a lot of things in the past 50 years, and so now I'm going to go ahead and dive into as many as my brain could handle finding. Now, to be fair, not all of these are technically collaborations, but the main point I'm trying to show is all the things Hello Kitty has been a part of outside from just the little merchandise she started as. So let's start with the things that you may already know. Like how one of the first companies to actually collaborate with Hello Kitty was McDonald's, and she was sold as a Happy Meals toy. She's also partnered with at least 7 other restaurants that sell Hello Kitty themed food, such as ramen, tea, and boba, which is also a tea, but look, I needed 3 examples. 2 doesn't really sound as good, you know, right? So just give me that one. All right. On top of just partnering with restaurants, she also has her own with her Hello Kitty cafes. She has multiple of them in areas like Las Vegas, Vancouver, California. Most of them are in California. But funny enough, I was actually standing about 5 feet from the Hello Kitty cafe in Vegas when I was in line for a different restaurant, thinking, huh, wow, a Hello Kitty food truck. Wait, she has her own food truck? And now I laugh at the young and naive me who thought that having your own cafe was how you knew you were truly massive. Little did he know that how you actually know that you're truly massive is when you have that same cafe that is a real cafe in real life in Roblox, which is exactly what she has. And not only does she have her Hello Kitty cafe in Roblox, as well as cameos in other video games like Sonic and Animal Crossing, she also has her own video games. I found that she has at least 4 video games that weren't mobile games, and funny enough, one of them actually just dropped earlier this year on Switch. I mean, I know there's probably so many people watching this video right now like, yeah, no shit, she's massive, but you gotta understand. Now, I understood it. Like, I know Hello Kitty. You say the name, sure. But like this? Really? The first game released in 1992, which is crazy for me to even think of when knowing that just a month ago, I didn't even know Hello Kitty had most of these things, let alone video games. But you know what does go hand in hand with video games? Movies. No, it doesn't. I just didn't know how to transition this properly, so I said anything. Anyways, yeah, Hello Kitty movies. Those are a thing. She has 5 movies, with one of them being a live action that is still in the early stages of production. But if you're a Hello Kitty fan who's impatiently waiting for the live action, don't worry, because in the meantime, you can watch all the shows, because there's like 7 of them that stretch all the way from 1989 to now. Unfortunately, if you're one of the fans that have already watched the movies and shows on repeat for the 5th time, then I got nothing for you. My bad. Actually, you know what? There is something you could do. You could spend all the money that you definitely don't have on Hello Kitty clothes. Because not only does she have her own clothing with Sanrio, she's collaborated with more brands than I can count. But just to list a few, you've got Adidas, Levi, Crocs, Forever 21. She even has purses with Balenciaga that go for a little over $3 grand. Hell, you could probably say something random at this point, and Hello Kitty has clothing of it. Like, Bruno Mars. She probably has clothing with Bruno Mars. Wait, that's a thing? Are you serious? Whatever. Yeah, the point is, Hello Kitty has a lot of clothing. What's that? Your bank account's not negative? Oh, well, don't worry. It will be. Because you're not a true fan of Hello Kitty until you've brushed your teeth with a Hello Kitty toothbrush and Hello Kitty toothpaste while wearing a Hello Kitty face mask as you douse yourself in Hello Kitty perfume and after put on Hello Kitty makeup. That's right, Hello Kitty has the beauty as well as the facial and oral care areas covered too. You starting to get an idea of what I was saying when I was talking about how she's got a paw in everything imaginable? She's literally everywhere. And I haven't even gotten to the big stuff yet. So yeah, Hello Kitty collaborated with Cream to make an entire line of makeup and facial care products. And also with Moon for her 50th anniversary to create her own signature toothbrush and strawberry flavored toothpaste. And on top of that, with the fact that she has her own Sephora perfume collection, I am now more than convinced that you could truly build an entire room with nothing but Hello Kitty products. And what's scary about that is, I mean, that wasn't even a joke. Hell, I mean, even if you're an alcoholic, Hello Kitty's got you covered with her very own wine collection. And if you're an alcoholic on a budget, she's still got you covered, because they're all pretty affordable, with the most expensive being sold for $35. Surprisingly, the one collaboration that Hello Kitty hasn't had yet is with LEGO, which ultimately made a fan submit a fan-created Hello Kitty set that got enough support to have LEGO actually look at it and review it. But unfortunately, that got rejected because of this little thing called trademark. But to be fair, Sanrio is missing an easy dunk, because they partner with LEGO and break out a Hello Kitty set. I mean, that's an easy billion that they can add on to their many other billions. Now, as much as I'd love to sit here for another 4 hours talking about all the different collaborations Hello Kitty has, I'd also love to not. So I'm going to go ahead and start moving into some of the bigger things. Puroland, I spent the past week working on pronouncing that right. Or you could say pronouncing that. I'm so sorry. That was so bad.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Anyways, Puroland is Sanrio's very own amusement park located in Japan, and has everything you'd normally see in an amusement park. Things like rides, shows, themed restaurants, all while showcasing their characters in many ways all across the park. With one character being the main focus of it all, which is, you guessed it, Tuxedo Sam. I'm just imagine that'd be wild. It's Hello Kitty. I could say that after learning everything for this video, though I will not become a Hello Kitty stan, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in an all-expense paid trip to Puroland. All expenses paid by me, of course. But still, though Puroland will always be there for Hello Kitty fans, what won't be is the big Hello Kitty exhibition that was created for Hello Kitty's 50th anniversary. It was hosted at the Tokyo National Museum for a limited time in Japan. The exhibit, from the pictures and videos I saw, I won't lie, actually looked pretty cool. They pretty much created a Hello Kitty museum showing the whole 50 years of history with Hello Kitty through all sorts of different displays of merch, art, and history pieces. I mean, they even had a movie theater in there that played a movie about the history of Hello Kitty, which even I, who's not a fan, can tip my hat and appreciate the way Sanrio really gives back to the community. And a big part of that is because they also, like the fans, actually love Hello Kitty. I mean, sure, $80 billion will definitely have you loving anything, but you can tell that it's also because they're genuine fans as well. Aside from Japan, there was another exhibition that was run in London for a limited time as well. That one mainly focused on the history of all cats, but still mainly focused on Hello Kitty. Now, Naro, what if I don't live in either of those places? Well, don't worry, because there's always Sanrio's virtual festival. All you need is a VR headset, and you too can enjoy an entirely virtual festival hosted by Sanrio. And immediately you might be thinking like, it's all virtual, so there's probably not much to do. Which then I remind you that this is a company that has made $80 billion and actually cares. So there's actually plenty to do. You could watch performances, play games, buy merch, which I don't really know how that would work, but I mean, you could do it. So yeah, it's actually a full-blown festival, just like the actual full-blown festival they host with Sanrio Fest. This is Sanrio's real-life festival that's held in Tokyo that pretty much has all of the same things that the virtual festival does, but it's in 3D instead of 2D. So once you're finally able to put down the VR headset and pick up a plane ticket, you could be excited to go to Sanrio Fest as you fly on the Hello Kitty Besties jet. Yep, that's right. Hello Kitty got tired of conquering land, so now she is looking up to the sky. Sanrio partnered with EVA Air to create 6 Hello Kitty themed jets that have Hello Kitty customized on both the outside and inside. The flight also comes with Hello Kitty headrests, slippers, and food. And if that's not enough, once you land, you can go ahead and take a ride on the Hello Kitty Bullet Train. Sanrio and JR West teamed up to create a Hello Kitty bullet train that, like the Hello Kitty jet, is Hello Kitty themed on both the interior and exterior of the train. But we're not done yet, because once you exit the Hello Kitty train, then you enter the Hello Kitty train station. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but yeah, this train station, as you guessed it, is Hello Kitty themed all around. Maps, clocks, even as you're walking to your train, you can look up and see a Hello Kitty statue large enough to probably kill you if it fell. Or even as you're walking out, you can look up at a, I actually don't know what those are called. I don't even know how I'd ask this. What is glass that is painted? Stained glass. It's stained glass. That's what it is. I should actually throw this out there that I don't really know if the jet, train, and train station actually connect to each other at all. I just needed a smooth way to transition all of them. So there, I exposed myself before I could become exposed. Now on to probably the craziest piece of information that I found while diving into this Hello Kitty rabbit hole, is that Hello Kitty is a tourist ambassador. And I'm about to self-expose myself again, because I had to look up what the fuck that even was. A tourism ambassador, for unintelligent people like me, is as simple as someone who promotes a destination and gives visitors a positive experience. And that is Hello Kitty. For all of Japan. What? Hello Kitty is only the tourism ambassador for China, Hong Kong, and the United Kingdom, which again,
What?
yeah, the second I read that is when I knew I was onto something when making this video. So you remember when I was talking about the super fans at my job that would hunt down these plushies like their lives depended on it? Well, there was actually another part to that I forgot to mention, and it's our other protocol, which is how to avoid Hello Kitty scams. What's a Hello Kitty scam? Pretty much someone's going to call you on the phone and ask if you have a Hello Kitty plushie. Then they'll buy it and resell it on eBay to make a profit. Simple. Now, how does one know when there's another scammer on the other end? Well, that's because, and I kid you not, each of them sound like...
Hello? Do you have Hello Kitty?
I had like 6 phone calls within like a week that all sounded like that. That's pretty much what let me know that Hello Kitty's got some collectibles. And there's just way too many collectibles to even count, so I'm just gonna talk about the most notable and expensive. Like how if you own a dog and have 3.9 million yen or 25,000 US dollars, you can get your hands on the luxurious diamond encrusted doghouse. Wait, that's not even a real dog. Don't tell me they bought this with no dog. What, did they think a dog came with it or something? You know, actually, that's actually kind of fair at that price to expect that. Well, whatever. Anyways, on the other hand, if you're allergic to dogs and have 19 million yen or 121,000 US dollars, well then I'd say you can have your very own platinum Hello Kitty figure. And then you can, stare at it. Maybe use it as a paperweight or something. Or you could use it to break the glass at a bank and get back all the money you just wasted on a platinum Hello Kitty figure. The possibilities are endless. The last one I'll talk about, and honestly this one's a pretty cool one, is a Hello Kitty guitar that was played by Slasher, which is the lead guitarist for Guns N' Roses, or for people around my age, that guy with the cool hat from Guitar Hero. Anyways, that guitar goes for 22 grand. But since I don't know how to play guitar, or any instrument for that matter, oh, and don't have 22 grand lying around, I'll pass. So another way Hello Kitty became so massive is from the major influence of celebrities, because Slasher was far from the only one to rep Hello Kitty. You've got Bruno Mars, like I said earlier, who has signature merch with Hello Kitty, Katy Perry, Keke Palmer, Paris Hilton. You got Sabrina Carpenter wearing Hello Kitty pants that I'd assume was custom made, Cameron Diaz, Mariah Carey, who rocked Hello Kitty during the height of her career. Frank Ocean had Hello Kitty's head as a lyric bopper. I don't know what that's called, but I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. Then there's Lady Gaga, who not only has rocked a dress covered in Hello Kitty plushies, but also has her very own Lady Gaga Hello Kitty doll with only 2 in existence. I mean, he even got Marilyn Monroe driving while Hello Kitty's her passenger princess. So yeah, Hello Kitty's got some friends in some pretty high places. Now, how does Hello Kitty even become this extraordinary powerhouse, who makes me truly believe that she can take over the world as she does all these different collaborations and all these different events? But even those wouldn't have worked had it not been for the other obvious thing, the fans. Hello Kitty fans, like I said earlier, are passionate, is probably a good word. Cult-like is also another one, but ultimately that's kind of what you need in a thriving fandom. And similar to the collaborations, I can probably go for days talking about the fans in this community, but I genuinely think I will end up in a coma if I do. So I won't. But technically I've already been talking about all the different ways the fans have been a part of and helped the community. So I just decided to focus on 2 things when it comes to the fans. The first being Hello Kitty Con. Similar to Sanrio Fest, Hello Kitty Con is an event held in Los Angeles, which allows fans who live in the US and can't afford a ticket to Japan to still enjoy an event for a cat they adore more than their actual living cat. This event has a lot of the same things I was talking about with Sanrio Fest. There's performances, merch, games, but while there you could also do things like get Hello Kitty tattoos and listen to Hello Kitty lectures. So kind of like this video, just probably way better and done by an actual expert. This is honestly pretty impressive because at a normal event, say like Comic-Con, it's pretty much a gathering of all weebs and nerds alike, and all the different types of fandoms assemble like an off-brand dysfunctional Avengers to create one singular con. But Hello Kitty said, nah, I'm good, hold my beer, and did it herself. Speaking of respect, gangs, what? No, that doesn't work. But to be honest, I don't think there's any way to smoothly transition this, so I'm just gonna say it. Hello Kitty has her own gang. Yep. It's a real thing. And look at how cute she is. That's our adorable little kingpin drug lord. Oh, it's not. It's not that kind of gang. Oh, it's completely different. Oh. So yeah, this isn't the type of gang that you would think of when you hear the word gang. No, this gang is made up of Hello Kitty fans who are invited. And once you're initiated into that Hello Kitty gang life, you must eat, sleep, and breathe Hello Kitty. And you can never leave that life once you're in it. If you try to, Hello Kitty will find you, and she will break your kneecaps with her signature pink bedazzled Hello Kitty baseball bat. Now obviously I'm making that last part up. Or maybe I'm not. Who knows, since I'm not a part of that life. But from what I've read, anyone who's a part of the Hello Kitty gang participates in different types of events as well as gets access to exclusive merch. As a fan, you might be asking, well shit, it'd be an honor for Kitty White herself to break my kneecaps. I'm in! How do I get invited? And from what I've seen, you must be an adult who is active on social media and posting about Hello Kitty. So pretty much influencers who are from different creative fields that love Hello Kitty. So if that sounds like you, then what are you waiting for? Go get your kneecaps done in by the kitty boss herself. So yeah, I feel like I've done more than enough to make my point and show you just how massive this fandom is. Because if not, then I just wasted all this time learning more about Hello Kitty than I probably would have done in 100 different lifetimes. And on top of that, I'd also like to apologize to the viewers who become super fans of Hello Kitty from this video. My bad. Or you're welcome. One or the other. But no, sarcasm aside, I actually really did enjoy diving into the fandom of Hello Kitty. I mean, this is probably one of the first fandoms to be created, and probably has played, if not a major part, at least had some part in helping the worldwide spread and embracement of Japanese culture. When I first started making this video, I didn't really know what the point of this video was, aside from learning why people would go to such lengths to get their hands on a Hello Kitty plushie. But as I kept learning more about it, I started to find find myself appreciating it more and more. Which makes sense, because at the end of the day, we're all fans of something. I mean, I know I am. I mean, honestly, if they had a limited edition Naruto figure that was only being sold for a certain time at a certain place, you bet your sweet ass I'm gonna call each and every store and even sprint on foot if I have to get one. So ultimately, if I could get one point across, I guess I'd hope it'd be to show appreciation to fandoms and overall hobbies in general. Because in a way, they really do shape who we are, and also brings a lot of happiness along with it. So when this video ends, go take some time to enjoy that hobby of yours. And if you don't have one, maybe think of finding one. Or don't. I mean, you don't have to listen to me at all. You know, I'm just some guy who makes videos on YouTube. One of which was spent talking about Hello Kitty the entire time. So I'd understand if you didn't. Anyways, I'm gonna go touch grass now, so goodbye.